Introduction from the authors. There are two parts of the IELTS exam in which the test asks some questions, and you must create independent responses, the speaking test and the writing test. Many people do not realize that the IELTS system uses a group of 10 key topics to formulate all of these questions in speaking and writing. If you understand these 10 topics, and above all if you know some advanced vocabulary on each topic to use in your speaking and writing answers, you can make a huge difference to your IELTS band score, even if your English contains some mistakes. This book introduces you to these 10 IELTS topics. Each of our 10 modules summarizes the various elements of a topic and gives an example academic task to writing task exactly like the ones you will see in the exam. It also explains how to answer the writing task. Each module then teaches a large amount of vocabulary related to the module topic, contained in a Band 9 model essay, so that you see how the words are used in IELTS writing. Each module has a clear-to-follow definition of each word or phrase, and a further example of how to use these topic words again in the speaking part of the test, so that you are ready to use the vocabulary in both writing and speaking. If you are not yet familiar with the different types of IELTS academic writing task, 2 essays, please start by reading our overview from the table of contents. If you have already read our other books on this concept, please go straight to the topic modules to begin expanding your IELTS vocabulary. If you are not yet familiar with the different parts of the IELTS speaking test, please consider reading our Band 9 speaking book for help, either before or after you finish this book. If you need a dictionary while using this book, we recommend the free Cambridge Dictionaries online from Cambridge University Press. Don't just trust to luck in your IELTS exam. The key is expert advice. Jessica Alpern and Peter Swires, Cambridge IELTS Consultants, Cambridge IELTS, at outlook.com. How to use this book. This book will teach you a very large amount of vocabulary of exactly the type that the IELTS examiners want to see and hear from you in the exam, covering the 10 IELTS topics. It is important that you prepare to answer questions on all of these 10 topics, because they all may be used in the test. Therefore, do not start by trying to remember all the words from Module 1, then all the words from Module 2, and so on. Try to learn and practice a small number of words from Modules 1 to 10 at first, and then a slightly larger group of words from Modules 1 to 10, and so on. In this way, you will develop a wide IELTS vocabulary on all the topics, and not become a specialist in just one topic. FAQs about the IELTS vocabulary topics. Why does the IELTS exam use these 10 topics all the time? The IELTS test managers believe that these topics are the most suited to advanced academic discussion in the world today, and also that people who take IELTS should have a reasonable understanding and interest regarding these areas. I see that one topic is about agriculture, for example. I know little about this, even in my native language. Is this a problem? No. Remember that in IELTS speaking and academic writing, you are not expected to know specialized technical words or understand complex issues. The vocabulary expected is what a normal person can meet when reading the media, newspapers, popular websites, and magazines on these subjects. Don't worry if you think some of these topics seem too advanced. The vocabulary that we show you will enable you to answer questions in these areas quite easily, with some practice. Do I need to remember all of the words in this book? You should try to remember a group of words on each topic, and practice using them in your writing and speaking. People have different styles of memory, of course. We believe that a typical IELTS candidate should be able to learn and use at least 10 new words and phrases for each of the 10 topics. This should make a massive difference to the strength of your IELTS writing and speaking. Will this book help me with the reading and listening IELTS tests? Yes, because the 10 topics are also used to formulate the reading and listening materials. The reading and listening papers will additionally contain some quite specialized vocabulary, but the IELTS tests are carefully designed so that you should be able to get a high band even if you don't know this more specialized language.